Okay, so Feud is, this is like the 5th show that you've done for Ryan Murphy, right?
Yes, I did 4 seasons of American Horror Story and then this. Yeah.
Yeah, American Horror Story. Okay, let's talk about Feud, because I could talk about this for, I am obsessed. He sent it to me ahead of time.
Yeah.
And then finally, I guess it took him a while to finish the last couple.
Yeah.
And it is Bette Davis, and played by Susan Sarandon, and yourself playing Joan Crawford.
Right.
It is, I mean, how fun was that to play that role?
Well, it's very interesting because when I got into it, I had no idea. And then I got out here and we started shooting, and I started reading everything that there was and watching her interviews and learning about her. And it was extraordinary.
Yeah.
I mean, suddenly this whole world opened up. And I thought, oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
There is so much to do with this character.
Boy, is there.
Yeah, and it turned out, I mean, it was just endless. Every scene ended up being, like, exciting.
It really is. I mean, I go around telling everybody that I know that you have to watch Feud if you haven't seen it yet. And I love everything you do, you know that. Like, Tootsie is one of my favorite films of all time. I think you're brilliant. I think this is the best thing I've ever seen you do. I think there are layers and layers in here, and it's just, don't you feel that? Don't you feel it's like...
You know, there was something about this as I started doing it. It was just, I'd start doing it, and it just had its own energy, and it was great.
Yeah.
It kind of just took me along for the ride.
It really is. You must watch. It's a fascinating miniseries, and the performances are amazing. The very last one, without giving anything away, as an actress watching it or even playing it, it makes you just never want to be an actress. It makes you kind of look at what happens, and, you know, Trog and what happens in the trailer, and you're just going, oh, it just breaks your heart.
It is. It's heartbreaking, and you know, the thing about Joan was that she was such a survivor, and she was such a fighter, because she came from nothing. She came from the worst kind of, you know, poverty, abusive childhood, physical, sexual, unloved, unwanted, farmed out. I mean, it was just one of these horrific childhoods, and yet she was able to find her way somehow to get to Hollywood and then become the great movie star of the 30s and 40s. I mean, just that, the tenacity and the drive and the endurance and what it took for her to do that. And so she created Joan Crawford, which was a huge production.
Yeah.
And she spent her life, keeping that going. And then all of a sudden, one day, because of age, it was completely stripped away. And it was, I think it's a tragedy.
Yeah, it was really sad, but at least we get to look at what she did, what she accomplished, and honor her in that. And Ryan Murphy did a brilliant job, I thought.
Yes, I think he did too.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
It's the finale, Feud, Betty and Joan, airs this Sunday at 10 on FX. We'll be right back.